easy and effective this would be to use, but I'm convinced. Hey, so I received this tool sharpener in exchange for this video, but all of these thoughts are my own. Fits in the hand really, really well. Gonna give you a good look at it. There are multiple places on this thing by which you can sharpen various things. There's a switcher here that rotates this rotating thing right here, and by which you can choose what you are going to sharpen. So I'll just show them one at a time and show you the thing that I'm sharpening, and hopefully gives you an idea of how you can use this thing. So first, this number 1 spot, as you can see, there's a 1 right there. That can sharpen things like scissors. So I'm going to show you that. Now keep in mind, this is my first time using it, and I am by no means an expert when it comes to these kinds of things, but I think you're supposed to use it in this fashion, like this. At a slight angle to the thing you're sharpening, and you're going to kind of go with the bezel that it already has, and go with that on both sides. And you don't want to over sharpen scissors and things like that, but just to have a good, decent edge to them. Changing to the next one, this white one actually is the finer tuned, basically, in order to get that bezel at just the right, I guess, bezel. So I'm supposed to use that as a follow-up to the first one. Next, if we move on to the next one, we have number 3, and that is going to be our knife sharpener. So I'm going to pull out my really dull knife right here and see if I can sharpen it up a little bit. This thing is super, super dull. So for this one, I think it said to just literally go at a 90-degree angle like this. So you just lightly go through at a 90-degree angle like this. Or you can also, it's already getting nice and sharp, there's also these rectangles on the top part, and there's one labeled 600 grit, I think, and then the other side is 1000 grit. So you can just use that like that and do both sides if you want. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm just doing what I have been told, basically, and then followed up with the 1000 side to get a good sharp blade. Yeah, and that's a lot better than it was. So yeah, that's definitely working. Next we'll move on to the axe. So if we move this to the number 4 position, number 4, and once again, I think it said just to have a moderate amount of pressure and just go at a 90-degree angle like this. And once again, my axe was getting kind of dull. And you can tell it's shining it up a little bit. I'm assuming that means it's also sharpening it up, and it is. You do need to put a little bit of pressure on this to get the axe nice and sharp. Of course, anytime you're working with a blade, you do want to be careful. So that's the axe as well. I think there's one more utility that we can try, and that's going to be for pruning shears. You're going to sharpen this one here using this back end, basically. Turn around upside down and this away, I believe, so it can go in there just like this. Once again, moderate amount of pressure should sharpen that thing up. And yeah, it's already getting quite a bit sharper. They said sharpen this side, not that side. This is just kind of a dull thing that it kind of goes into. And I have one more of these that I want to sharpen up. A little handheld one as well. So let's see if it works on the smaller one as well. A little more difficult to get it into that smaller space, but it is getting in there and sharpening that up. Yeah, that's definitely a lot sharper. So yeah, I think this thing works. Definitely going to hang on to this and keep it in my arsenal. Hope that helps you know if it's something that you would like to buy.